What's up? Kevin the Skull Anderson here. Today, I'm just gonna talk to you guys on my favorite moments from WWE from the year I started becoming a fan in 1999 to now. Now, lately, WWE has been pretty shitty. Shitty storylines, shitty wrestling, shitty booking, shitty creative stuff, shitty everything. The only thing that's keeping this company together right now is the Authority and Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon's done some pretty crazy stuff as chairman and CEO of the company. He introduced a Minotaur in 1990 something. He came up with a Doink the Clown gimmick, because quite frankly I didn't think that Doink the Clown gimmick was going to go anywhere to start with. And then you had Scotty 2 Hotty. You had wrestlers like Tenzai, that was formerly Al Snow. Or Albert? No, wait. Yeah, Albert. Yeah, that's it. I didn't even recognize it at first, but you know, people didn't give a shit about Tenzai because they wanted to see him as Albert, not Tenzai or any of that Japanese crap. They wanted him to be himself, you know? Not portraying some Japanese warrior. And then you have Brodus Clay. I tell you, that Brodus Clay character, he lived on funk and disco and whatnot. Pretty forgettable character, I'll say. But back to the point. My favorite moments from the early beginnings of the Attitude Era onward are as follows. Number 1, The Rock and Triple H on the very first SmackDown. I thought it was a pretty good match just by what I remember seeing, but most people really hated the ending to it. And considering Shawn Michaels was the special guest referee at the time, of course he was going to favor Triple H. You know, Shawn Michaels is Triple H's best friend. They have been best friends for years. So obviously, that's pretty much why Triple H won and The Rock didn't. Number 2, and this is one of my personal favorites, The Undertaker scaring the living daylights out of Randy Orton with his mind games back in 2005 after No Mercy. Of course, leading up to their match at I forget which pay-per-view it was. I think it was Armageddon. Leading up to that match, The Undertaker was playing mind games on both Randy Orton and his father, Cowboy Bob Orton. You know? And it was vintage Undertaker. But Taker's almost 50 years old now, so obviously he doesn't have it anymore. Case in point, his loss to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30 that ended the 21-0 streak. Number 3, and this is also one of my favorites, John Cena's debut in the WWE when Kurt Angle challenged any kind of rookie in the locker room, and then out comes John Cena. Kurt Angle asks him, "Who in the hell are you?" And then John Cena responds by saying, "I'm John Cena." And then Kurt Angle asks him, "What is the one thing?" I don't even remember the question he asked, but I know what the answer was, and I know that John Cena responded with ruthless aggression and then attacked Kurt Angle. So that's pretty much how John Cena's career in WWE got started. 12 years later, John Cena's still at the top of the food chain. People can't stop talking about him. Then, of course, you have DX. I thought DX was a pretty good group. X-Pac, you know, because DX was a very revolutionary alliance in what was then the WWF, leading up to the name change of the WWE. Then Triple H betrayed Shawn Michaels, thus ending DX for a time. DX would then reunite back in 2006 in a storyline with Vince and Shane and the Spirit Squad. We all know how that went. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you this time. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. And if you guys like this, and if you like any of my videos on YouTube, don't hesitate to subscribe. You know what to do. I'm Kevin the Skull Anderson. See ya.